You know, if you take away a man's purpose, you basically take away his soul. And when he can't do what he feels he was designed or is capable of doing, it's very demoralizing. And it takes everything you got to stay focused. Remind yourself that it's just temporary. It's tough. It's tough. So unfortunately, I do have a hernia, and as a result of that hernia, I won't be able to do much work on the outdoor kitchen. So I am a little bummed. The good news is that I can have the surgery relatively soon, which is nice. The bad news is I'm not sure when we're going to get this done. So I'm really hoping that I have enough strength to get it done in the next few days. I do have a neighbor that's coming over to help with the ridge cap, and getting the tin up I can do. The tin that we're putting on here are not going to be full sheets on purpose. We wanted to kind of spice up the homestead a little bit with some color and some mix match, and just have a fun building. For the most part, I can do all of that. I am going to struggle a little bit, and I am not quite sure exactly how we're going to get our windows in, because they are big. But Jen's going to help, and we'll see if we'll see how that goes. Now, I'm not supposed to be lifting more than 10 pounds. These windows are a lot more than 10 pounds. I may need to call in the cavalry and get some more help in here if we are to finish this thing in the next few days before my surgery. So I don't know. Stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. All right, so I've got some good news. My neighbor came by and he put the ridge cap on for us. So now the ridge cap is on and we are completely dried in from the roof, which is great news for us. The other great news is that the same neighbor has, we talked today, told him about my hernia, and it looks like we're going to get some help in here tomorrow. Now, they don't want to be on camera, so we're not going to film any of that, but what I will do is do a little bit of filming before they get here. We'll do a little bit of filming while they're here, just kind of show you the progress, and then, you know, obviously, you know, when they're done and they leave, kind of give you guys an update on where we're at there. So, that said, I feel okay today. A little pressure, you know, in my stomach, but other than that, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do today, since they're going to come tomorrow and help with these windows, and also getting all the tin up, what I'm going to try to do today is try and get some of these pieces cut, because, so from like the edge of the building here to the window jamb here, this is not a full sheet, so a lot of this stuff is going to have to get measured and cut, and you know, as I just said, I think I can move a lot of these smaller pieces. So I'm going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not going to overdo it. So this video might be a little, different than others, you know, in that regard. Not much filming on the actual building, but just what it looks like after we get it done. So we'll see. All right, here we go. So we do want this building to be bug-proof. Not so much concerned about keeping it temperature-wise in here, but in order to do that, we're going to have to add some of this stripping on the bottom panels here all the way around the building, predominantly to make sure that we don't have critters come up through these cracks in the tin. So. Ain't gonna lie, I'm struggling, but I brought the cavalry, the best person I know, to help with this. That's right.
Brought the big guns.
That's right. All right, let's get it moved.
How you feeling?
I feel like crap. My gut hurts. It doesn't hurt, it's just pressure. Just pressure. Pressure, and I know that I can't do anything, so I think I'm more frustrated that I can't do anything than the actual hernia feel, you know, is hurting. That's okay.
Did you have a meltdown today?
I did.
What happened?
Well, we're working on the walls, and you were helping me set the right places so I can mark them and cut them. And we had marked it, and then we decided to move it and mark it again. And instead of cutting the mark I was supposed to cut, I cut the mark I wasn't supposed to cut. And it was shorter than the second cut. And so it took me a long time to cut it. And so when we finally got it up and I realized it was short, I had a meltdown. It happens, I'm only human. You know, I love this lifestyle, I love what we're doing, I don't mind the work. But it gets frustrating sometimes when I know that I can't physically do something, or if I, you know, make a mistake like that. So yeah, so I had a breakdown, meltdown. It'll happen again, but hopefully not anytime soon. So, if you take away a man's purpose, you basically take away his soul. And when he can't do what he feels he was designed or is capable of doing, it's very demoralizing. And it takes everything you got to stay focused. Remind yourself that it's just temporary. It's tough. It's tough. So it is 2:30 in the morning. It is pouring down rain. I forgot to take down our canopy, and it just became, it had 2 lakes in it. So I've got to get this thing. I got to get this thing tearing down before the rain tears it down. Okay, so now that it's completely disconnected, and it's gonna allow the water to run off now, so I don't feel so bad. Oh, and we just bought that thing. Crisis averted. And in other news, the outdoor kitchen is dry as a bone in here. Well, it is the next day. The rain has stopped, and now I got to get this thing back up, put together. So yesterday I did unfortunately miscut that piece, and I had a breakdown because of it. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, I'm going through what I'm going through, but today's a new day, and just like the sun rises fresh, I am awake, I feel great. And so now that we have the measurement on a new piece, and we know that it's in the right, or the measurements are in the right places, let's get to cutting. So we are waiting for our neighbor to come help us with the windows. And so in the meantime, we've got some things that we've got to button up and get ready to make this building bug tight. Now we're not making it weather tight. We're going to try to make it bug tight. And what I mean by that is up here, these are all going to remain open. All of that will remain open all year long. We're not going to cover those up, but we've got to keep the bugs out. And so now what I'm working on is trying to figure out how to seal these with the screening that we have. I just finished adding all of this wire mesh all the way along the rafters. You can see behind me and up at the peak here, right up there. And so as far as being bug proof there, those are done. So yeah, now I just got to figure out how to put the screening there. All right, let's do it. All right, folks, we have got all of the rafters here off the plates are all done. They're all screened in. You can kind of see them here. So the next step now really is to get these windows in. I am hoping to get them in tomorrow, but if not, then what we'll do is continue cutting out pieces of the tin. We've got a lot of the tin cut already for the sides. This here is also cut, but it's really just in temporary right now. Nothing's fully attached because we've got to get these windows in. And so I used the tin, I put the tin in place and just tacked it in with a couple of screws just so I could see where the next piece was going to go in, the next piece of tin that is. Unlike with wood where you kind of measure out and get your dimensions, tin's a little different. It's kind of got to fit with the next piece or with the previous piece, and so that's what we'll be working on if I can't get the windows in tomorrow. So but I think that's it for now, and we're all cleaned up. We're gonna go inside, have some dinner, and call it a day.